Hello and welcome to today's episode on Engineering Nigeria, a TV show from the stables of the foremost engineering institution in Africa, the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I am your host, Engineer Felicia Nena Akubala, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I'm the Vice President of Corporate Services Society. Today, we'll be interviewing our star governor, Engineer Professor Babagana, Zulum, a commander of the Order of the Niger, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, and a member of the National Institute. We'll be discussing engineering politics for social change. You are welcome, Your Excellency.
In the last year of the first tenure of Professor Babagana Zulum as the Executive Governor of Borno State, the total number of capital projects had crossed the 700 mark. These projects were executed on education, civil authority, commerce, agriculture, governance, healthcare, housing, jobs creation and youth empowerment, religious affairs, roads, bridges and drainages, and water supply.
Was born in Maba town of Maba local government area of Borno State in 1969. Completed my secondary education in 1985 and my first degree in 1994. Before my first degree, I did my diploma in communication engineering. My first degree in agriculture, Master's in Solar Engineering, PhD in Agricultural Environmental Engineering. From the University of Nigeria and the University of Ghana President. I began my career in the Borno State within the local government system. As below, what's here runs to the now principal of engineer. Before I joined the University of Nigeria as an assistant lecturer. I was appointed as the rector of the University. 2011, Commissioner for Reconstruction and Rehabilitation of Settlement in 2016. 2015 in Borno State, and I became the block bearer of our great party APs in 2020. Served my first time and now my second time by the grace of God. And this is really quick introduction about It's a very challenging job. Yes, because that's marked distinction between what is obtainable in universities and what is obtainable in politics. Here in the university, we teach, we respect commandments, we respect promises, time, and what have you. Going into politics is a different game, where we meet a lot of people with different character. It's very difficult. Thing for me, because I was not used to this particular type of politicians. from the academic sector. If I should do my lectures, start my lectures at 9 a.m. I want to be at class by 9 a.m. And then we really distinguish between a wider rate. But here in politics, this is not the case. It's never the case. I'm dealing with a huge number of students, especially in the class of engineering. And then, now being as a governor of Borno State, I'm dealing with about 6 million people or more. So it's not it's a very cumbersome tax. Then second thing about financing. Before then, as a lecturer, I was teaching in the university, imparting knowledge to students. But here now, as a governor of Borno State, comes with a lot of challenges. We are also dealing with a large number of people. And we are also controlling funds, which is not easy. Working with unions also not easy. Above all, working with also members of the State House of Assembly and judiciary. That means I'm now working with many arms of government, judiciary arms of government, the legislative also is there. Most importantly about the unionism and the entire population of the state, which is about 78 million. So it's a very huge challenge compared to what I had before, where I used to teach to about almost 100 in some countries. But here, there's a lot of diversification, which is not easy to handle at all. Managing human resources, managing also public funds, it's not easy. These are some of the challenges that I'm currently facing. This is the area where my engineering background has helped. Because engineering is about measurement. Engineering is about evaluation. Engineering is about conceiving an idea, designing it, and then exploiting the potential. This very important idea that you are transforming into design into the final research, which is key. What you call that validation. Yes, you heard a lot about my humble servant delivering huge number of projects in Borno State. This will never be my birthday connected to my engineering background. Because what we are definitely sometimes it's not about my performance, but about effective pricing, effective billing, above all, a very good design, and indeed the last but not least, implementation strategies. Prioritization is also very important. My administration has prioritized the needs of the Borno State government. When I took over power after government of the state, we developed what we call 35 years investment plan. In 10 years, strategic development plan, or you can say one plan. So planning is a key. It's about civilian design, planning, design, and implementation. So this has really helped me out in ensuring that company projects were implemented in the state. Some of the legacy projects that this, amongst others, are one, the ongoing construction of the Borno State University Teaching Hospital. It's a 650 bedded hospital, which it's a very huge one. It's a new generation teaching hospital that is geared to take on state university teaching hospital, starting at a current capacity of 650 students. The project has reached an advanced stage. We procured almost all the equipment needed in this hospital. And if finally established, it will cater all the healthcare needs, not only the people of Borno State, but also the entire communities in South. This is one of the projects that we have. Another most important project is my passion to irrigation development, because food security is very important. Food insecurity is the worst form of insecurity. Borno State government wants to be food sustainable, which is very key. And you know, Borno State area is not really under semi-arid region. Very important, especially the northern Borno and Borno Central. And we have high rainfall in Borno. So what we need is to enhance crop production through irrigation farming. We have to invest in irrigation farming, sprinkler irrigation systems, drip irrigation systems. By establishing Borno State in order to boost crop production. Yes, the full potentials of these projects might not be noticed now, but inshallah in the next 1 to 2 years, people of Borno State will reap the benefits of my investment in drip irrigation, my investment in sprinkler irrigation, and in general my investment in irrigation farming. This is also one area. Then, one of the legacies that we are saying is about security. Because the nexus between peace, security, and development need not to be overall concerns. It's only when there is peace, then there should be meaningful development. While there is no peace, nothing can be achieved in terms of development. So, Borno State has achieved the remainder of Zulum under my leadership in terms of peace, in terms of security. Because the cardinal objective of any administration is to ensure that lives and properties of its citizens are protected. So Borno State now, Maiduguri is peaceful, more peaceful than Abuja. So this is a serious achievement that we have. So we achieved this one not through kinetic means alone, but we also evolved non-kinetic measures of ending the insurgency through dialogue and reconciliation. We decided to address the root causes of the insurgency, which are not limited to increasing poverty, increasing climate vulnerabilities, and increasing infrastructure deficit. We invested heavily in technical and vocational education, TJT, capable employment, We established 5 big technical and educational training institutes. And resuscitated the Moribo children centers in the state. Procured equipment worth billions of naira, and this is changing the narratives of unemployment in the state. This is something that I also want you to take notice. Above all, education is very important and meaningful for the product. Reduce the number of out-of-school children from 1.2 million to about 600,000 now. We build many classrooms. Many schools were constructed, mega schools were constructed to check out those that are running in the streets. We have the streets to classrooms. So I think this is something that has to be held. And most importantly, we decided to shift our focus from providing shorter-term humanitarian solutions to IDPs to medium and longer-term sustainable and durable solutions. That means we decided to now resettle people to their localities so that they will earn their needs or livelihood by themselves. We expanded the scope of agriculture. Land under cultivation has been increased by over 600%. People now have access to their agricultural lands. Security is there. I'm not saying that we don't have any challenge, but our security situation has been improved dramatically. We started this one not only during my time, but during the time of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I was the pioneer commissioner. We were doing very well. So, what we did was, in a nutshell, tackle this insecurity situation in our state. Create jobs, which is key. Ensure food security through agricultural development and irrigation power. Reconstruction, rehabilitation, and settlement, education, health, climate action, which is also key, planting trees. Regarding the flora and fauna species in Borno State, it's also key because environment is very important. Regarding our ecosystem, it's very key. And then the most important thing is also commerce. It's very important. We invested heavily in this area. And one area that we have invested heavily is also urban renewal. Hitherto we have scattered towns and villages. We came up with what we call solutions to internally displaced persons. We're bringing cluster villages together and then building cluster schools. Facilities, water facilities, so that ICT, so that development can be brought closer to the people. And then we invested heavily in digital literacy, which is key to the growth and development of the nation. And then over a period of time, because of the insurgency, quite a number of our children couldn't have access to education. So they missed the school age. We constructed many informal educational systems inside these colleges, schools, and then we decided to streamline the non-formal educational sector to formal educational sector. So we invested heavily on intensive literacy, intensive numeracy, digital literacy, and above all, technical and vocational education. But last but not least, it's a good governance.
Excellency.
Which is key. We establish our productive geographic information systems. We establish we have a new law governing our tax regime. We have the Livestock Development Agency. We have the Borno State Security Trust Fund. We have Borno State Mining Company. From inception to this, and ascended to more than 60 bills, many of which have been managed for my hand. So we reduce backlog of areas from civil servants in terms of area pensions and salaries. Establish a very strong biometric system. Train teachers, train civil servants. So I think these are very important things that we did. We ensure availability of water. So we have done our best. And most important thing as an engineer, I think, is to build back better. Those infrastructures were destroyed during the economic are now built back better. Which is key. The last thing that I want to tell you is about sustainability. When sustainability projects also establish a strong institutional arrangement for sustainability of all those projects that we are having now. Sustainability is something that we did that is so dear to me. Then what about energy? We are investing heavily in renewable energy because the continuous dependent on fossil is no longer sustainable. Apart from carbon emission, the question of affordability is also now so that it does matter. So most of our hospitals are now on green. Yes, and we will see. Borno State, I think, the first Borno State is the first to use electric cars in the state. We're using electric vehicles now for our mass transit. And then we're also investing on many issues. So I believe this will go down and reducing carbon emission. Ensure that our environment is also clean. And most importantly, reducing cost. Expenses and the fact of using fossil fuel. So thank you very much. For example, when a commissioner for education for water resources is an engineer. Engineers are continually called upon to design structures that handle natural food and water. Speaking in terms of water resources engineering, the red water resources and engineering, civil water resources engineering. So it's easier for you to manage the water industry. He was in the private sector and also an engineer. That is why the issues of water supply of Borno State is going very well. But that also reduces my burden. He knows what he's speaking about. Governance is not a difficult role, but choose somebody who read civil and water, who read water resources as Commissioner for Water Resources. Likewise, works. The answer to the ministry is environment. All these ministries were manned by an engineer because they are experts. Government of Borno State indicated value for money by appointing them as commissioners in these areas. Otherwise, you may bring someone who has little knowledge about engineering to to manage these, key ministries, you will spend a lot because knowledge gap. Again, even my Commissioner for Education in Nigeria, I know education, but he also has a private school before. Commissioner for Reconciliation, Rehabilitation and Resettlement in Nigeria, lots in resettlement. Commissioner for Budget and Planning in Nigeria, that's a PhD in electrical engineering. Peter Doyle was Commissioner for Higher Education, Science, Technology and Innovation. So you can see the engineering. So then Borno State Road Maintenance Agency is an engineer also. Borno State Information Technology and Agency is an engineer also. So they were properly placed according to their areas of study. That is so one, the process of innovations into the system, which is very important. Two, we're getting appointed by reducing expenses. So, thank you very much. Excellent because of the conflict that we have, because of the political will that we have, we want to reduce the trust deficit between the population and the government. Once this trust deficit is reduced, then we ensure cooperation will never be subject to discussion. The people should have confidence in our government because we did what they want. We decided to provide dividend of democracy to the electorate. Quantum and majority lands. Because of this, citizens of Borno State have provided shared cooperation to this administration. We provided schools water. We decongested city where we have vehicular traffic. We constructed flyovers in order to ease vehicular movement. Affordable and clean energy is provided for them. Water is provided for them. Above all, security. The last but not today, this is our humanitarian support. That's never been easy. But because people who are completely displaced from their place, they don't have access to their agricultural lands. We need to support them. Gradually, we are getting out of this space now. Gradually, we are getting out of this space. So we are building confidence in the society. One of the major reasons why I'm getting very strong support from the community is because our governance is through community approach, through working proper projects. You can see me going to the village, they are sitting down with the village asking what are their requirements, rather than sitting down in the office and giving directives to them. It's a young to do so we used to listen. Hear what them and then go down to the grassroots and then know what are their needs. looking at my background, I was born and brought up from a village, and I'm so proud villager, where I've never seen the national grid or any form of electricity before when I was young in my village. Pipe-borne water is also a major problem. And then, locally now, through the public funds support, school attainment, primary education, secondary education, supported by them. School fees so available, scholarships so available. Until I reached this particular stage. And looking at my humble background, I see no reason why I will not contribute my part to the development of our fragile state. And especially this insurgency that's working on people. They're going to kill hundreds of thousands of people, destroy lives of livelihood, classrooms are destroyed, facilities are destroyed. And people who are completely are displaced. About 3 million people who are displaced, as at 3.5 million who are displaced in 2016. By 2016, we started settlement 2015 to them. So what else do you need as human being? Rather than to service humanity, capital accumulation is not the only solution to human problem. If you finish your tenure as a governor of the state and you haven't done anything, what have you achieved? You see, power is more than human to help. But legacies that you left behind will be revision to generations yet and more. When you see people living without peace, suffering, having to have a daily of 1 minute per day, what else do you want to do when God has given you the opportunity to work, to provide for them? More so, I was one of them, was managing the challenge to attend that age. The armed process of my forefathers were used to sponsor my education and give me from. So I've seen no reason why. And Nigerians have to change the question and ensure that good governance is established at all levels. Yes. So service to humanity, commitment, and the political will is dragged out of life. Sincerity there. To live out of poverty, thousands of people that are distressed in Borno State, that are in distress in Borno State. It's not only an engineer that can deliver to the people. That is something that I want you to know. You might be an engineer, have your PhDs, you know everything. But if you don't have the commitment, the political will, to support the less privileged, but your engineering background will give you an added advantage on how to impact positively in the lives of people. This is very important because people might not cheat you to the extent that will disturb you. If I am to build a classroom, it will be a mega school now. But we are looking at the specifications, dimensions, and I didn't give a rough figure of how many quantum blocks will we used to build this particular one. I'm getting what I'm saying. And that it takes variety. So once you're an engineer, that will give you a lot of opportunities to develop the strategy for development. Technical know-how is very important. I also want to bring to your account is that we have non-indigenous governments and people that are working. They are performing the service exactly what. So strategic thinking is very important. So for somebody to distinguish between left and right is also very important. Yes, what have you achieved, for example? If I can tell you, if you don't have adequate food supply in our state, because food is the very necessity of life. And then you went ahead and spending each amount of money on buying costs. So as a young engineer, I would advise you to be more focused and committed. And then deeply think that this world is a temporary state of being. Think of those that are behind you, not those that are, above you, in terms of wealth, in terms of anything. So, as an engineer, what I want to advise you is that first and foremost, you have to be dedicated and honest, because honesty is very important. Honesty is extremely important for you to succeed. Above all, you have to deploy your engineering skills to governance. How? Time management is very important. Conceiving an idea is very important. Planning is very important. And above all, designing is very important. And then also implementation. Take these five sectors that I've given you now. Will impact positively on the lives of the people. But normally we don't used to come and then, start something without proper planning. It eventually fail. But with your engineering background, I think you plan very well. Plan very well. If you fail to plan, you have to fail to succeed. You have to plan to fail. So planning is key. And engineering is about planning, about design. So about accuracy also. So my advice is for you to be honest enough. And then to be dedicated enough. Above all, deploying what you have learned from the universities. The reality. Yes.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, sir, we also want to extend the regards of the President and Chairman of the Council, Engineer Margaret for assisting us today. And while we were speaking, sir, you mentioned about Tibet. We actually showcased Borno State Tibet training in Nigeria, prospects and challenges. It was one of them. We had 6 pages of what Borno State was doing in the area of Tibet as outlined by the then Commissioner for Higher Education, Science and Technology. So we had it. Yes, so we had it. So I'm happy that you were able to also re-echo it because we had it in our Q November edition of 2023 magazine. We really appreciate that. We didn't just say that you are our star governor, you are actually indeed giant strides of the things you are doing for the people of Borno State and the people of Nigeria, not just Borno State. I've been to the state. I remember in 2019 as the governor, we came for a program We went into it, sponsored by
Women.
LMPC, yes sir. We gave 10 scholarships. And he shocked us with 90 scholarships. We gave only 10, and the Excellency said he's giving the remaining. What will the other 90 do? He said, no, they didn't need scholarship, they will go. He said, no. He gave the remaining 90 pupils scholarship from primary to university. So your involvement when it comes to education and good governance and ensuring that people feel the value of governance cannot be overemphasized. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We want to give these are the magazines. We have 4 editions here. We brought Your Excellency.